The government stepped in to buy Kate Sheppard's former Christchurch home, where the petition demanding women's voting rights was glued together 126 years ago. The villa will become an educational centre for university research projects and school history trips, and made available for public access and events. But now the hunt is on to find some of its original furnishings. Todd reports.
As the sun shone on the perfectly manicured lawns at 83 Clyde Road this morning, celebratory scones and speeches were in order. The private property signs adorning Kate Sheppard's former 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom home were officially obsolete after the government handed over $4.5 million to make it a public asset. It's now being managed by the University of Canterbury and Heritage New Zealand Pohere Taonga. Heritage New Zealand's board chair Marian Hobbs told guests she's thrilled Canterbury is showing pride in one of its women.
We get Kate and other wonderful suffrage women on the $10 note and the all wonderful National Memorial here in Christchurch to women's suffrage. But here is a physical connection. It is a building. You can actually imagine them sitting around the kitchen table. You can imagine them walking out over there among these gorgeous gardens.
The purchase earned a warm thank you from Christchurch Mayor Leanne Dalzell, who says the government's secured an essential slice of the country's history.
We can all be proud of the leadership of Kate Sheppard and be inspired by the story that resonates in our city today. From her home, she can continue to inspire young women to be the change we want to see in the world, to take on global challenges and to do so with tenacity and courage.
The government's had its eye on the property since last October when it went up for auction and failed to sell. But Minister for Greater Christchurch Regeneration Megan Woods was quick to defend the time it's taken to finalise the sale.
It was a commercial property negotiation. There were several attempts at it, but I think it's quite fitting there were several attempts at the petition to win the right to vote as well.
Exactly how the house might be renovated or refurnished is yet to be decided, but Ms Hobbs says one part will be set aside for functions like weddings, some rooms will be academic spaces, and the most significant rooms will tell the story of Kate Sheppard and the social change she inspired. She says the home will remain close to its original design, so Ms Sheppard herself would recognise it if she was to ride up the gravel driveway on her bike. Staff from the Christchurch Botanic Gardens will keep its acre gardens in check, and Heritage New Zealand's Deputy Chief Executive Operations Nick Jackson says it would be a big bonus to reinstate some of the home's original elements.
We're hoping that if anybody has any of the furniture that Kate Sheppard had, that they might want to step forward, and there's now a good place for that furniture to go. We do know that when Kate left New Zealand, there was an auction and all of her personal effects were sold at that auction. So we are hopeful that some original items may actually return to the house.
The University of Canterbury is also welcoming the opportunity to throw the gates of Kate Sheppard's home open to future generations. Chancellor Sue McCormack says it's fitting female leaders, including Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern, local MP Megan Woods and Christchurch Mayor Leanne Dalzell, have united to protect the heritage site. She says today was a poignant occasion of which Kate herself might have been justly proud. In Christchurch, for Checkpoint, ko Katie Todd, TNA.